Whoa, wait a minute. LeBron James, at this very moment, is trying to get Rob Pelinka fired. That's right, people. LeBron James is trying to get Rob Pelinka fired from the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, the reason that we're talking about this now and in this format, normally we would be live, but we got the Mircon Kell Brooks situation going on, and that's got precedence right now over this news. But this has been going on for a while because he was not in favor of a lot of things that has transpired. Being that Rob Pelinka was a Kobe guy, in the first place, he had his reservations. When they were picking a general manager, LeBron had made suggestions on some people that they should have gotten to be the general manager. Now, with that being said, there have been a lot of talk about who was the best or who is the best fighter in the world and all of these different things about, oh, this is the, I mean, not best fighter, but best player in the world, all these debates. And Rod Pelinka has never said anything about, you know, LeBron in that sense. You know, he doesn't go out and really champion LeBron as much as LeBron would like. When Rob Pelinka is not really out there as much as, let's say, other GMs, you know, being the Laker GM, they expect more interviews from Rod. And Rod doesn't really go out there and pom-pom and cheer for LeBron as much as LeBron would like, or by his standpoint. We also know LeBron's, relationship with his former GM, who's now the GM of the New Orleans Pelicans. And when he said winning the championship was like one of the worst times in the world for him, when you got a superstar athlete like LeBron James and his demands and the way he wants, LeBron puts a lot of pressure on general managers. He couldn't put that pressure in Miami because Pat Riley isn't going for it. That's not going to happen. So on that side of the board, it's never going to happen in Miami. So people can, forget those notions. Now, when you get to talking about what he was able to do over there, and when he came to the Lakers, he was supposed to have full autonomy to communicate with the general manager. They got rid of everybody else. They got Rob Pelinka involved, and everything was supposed to be, we're going to do what LeBron wanted. They went out and got Anthony Davis. He wanted Anthony Davis. They tried to secure him when Magic was there. Magic was going to be the go-in-between guy. They wanted Luke Walton gone. Luke is family. Luke and LeBron couldn't coexist. He didn't like Luke's substitutions and felt Luke didn't come to his aid enough and cover for him when a lot of mistakes were on LeBron. LeBron does not like this. Asked for Luke to be removed. Magic agreed. And the front office said no. And Rob Pelinka said no. Luke was family. So Luke was remaining there longer than expected. Then when Magic had problems, Magic Johnson that is, had his problems and his issues with Rob Pelinka and the rest of the organization, meaning Kurt Rambis and his wife Linda, this became the bigger issue. They were going behind Magic's back, making claims and statements about him, and it got back to him because Magic actually had friends that worked there. And now that Rod Pelinka is still there because he's good friends with Jenny Buss. This puts a lot of stress and strain on the team. And LeBron felt, I did you a solid because I stood by you during that time. I took a lot of weight. Even though he was frustrated, LeBron took a lot of weight off the shoulders of the one and only Rob Pelinka. Now, the problems that came to be was at the hands of other people in personnel who were in between as they were building his championship team. Rod was giving LeBron every player he wanted. They went and got every piece of their puzzle to beat the Clippers and win the championship. COVID struck, and when they came back, everything didn't go the way it was supposed to. The Lakers in this offseason did what LeBron asked. They got every player that he asked. They wanted to go in a different direction, and they wanted to grab DeMar DeRozan and bring DeRozan over. LeBron James wanted Russell Westbrook when they had an opportunity to grab Russ and bring him to the team. He chose Russell Westbrook. Even though it was going to cost the team a hell of a lot more to get Russell Westbrook. Now, they've lost almost every first round draft pick they have in existence. Not only that, on top of this, LeBron is pushing for the fact that they give up even more. Now that this wasn't working out, and they claiming now, get LeBron whatever he needs. Get LeBron whatever he needs? Are we being serious here? Now, when you are not using your draft picks to build your future, what you're actually doing, is using free agency, which is going to cost you and put you in a luxury cap and delete your team's future Because as soon as all those players leave, you're reduced to nothing. So LeBron sits here and blasts Rob Pelinka by praising general managers for the Rams who had the F them pick shirts on. Then today, he goes out and gives Sam Presti the biggest props he could give him.
He the MVP. I mean, Josh Giddey is great. Sam Preston, I don't understand this guy's eye for talent. He drafted KD, Russ, Jeff Green, Serge Ibaka, Reggie Jackson, Josh Giddey, and the list goes on and on and on. This guy's pretty damn good. The MVP over there is Sam Preston. He the MVP. I mean, Josh Giddey is great. Sam Preston, I don't understand this guy's eye for talent. He drafted KD, Russ, Jeff Green, Serge Ibaka, Reggie Jackson, Josh Giddey, and the list goes on and on and on. This guy's pretty damn good.
He's pretty damn good. That he can build and draft talent and get all these players on there and can't win a damn thing. Because GMs are noted for what they don't win, right? Why is all this love and appreciation for all these general managers? LeBron James is trying to push Rob Pelinka out the door. It's clear. He wanted Rod to do something, and Rod didn't do it. He wanted Russ gone. He wanted the opportunity for them to trade and get John Wall, which didn't happen. The Russ experiment, he thought when then Russ said goodbye on that court, that was it. Russ didn't play the next day because he was expected to be traded. They was, oh, he's nursing a back injury. For one day? You sit him out one game? No, they set him out because they wanted to trade for John Wall. They wanted that first round, that 2027 first round draft pick from the Lakers in the deal, and the Lakers didn't want to part with that draft pick and said, no, we're not going to do it. And they didn't bluff. John Wall wasn't traded, and they were stuck with Russell Westbrook. Now, Dragic is in a buyout opportunity. They can get Gordon Dragic. As Rob Pelinka said, we'll just trust the buyout market. When Rich Paul went and said, LeBron upset. He want to know what's going on. Why he ain't in the loop. So LeBron was told in the loop that they're going to try out the buyout market because there's really nothing there and no one seems to want their pieces. As Pelinka said, you can't make another team want the players that you have. You can't do that. We've offered, we tried to make deals, but to make no deal, LeBron felt pretty embarrassed. But now he's got to stick it out with Russ. But as any expert and anybody sitting on the couch can tell you, it's kind of hard to make another team take a player that's getting $44 million this year and then is expected to get $47 million. Now, unless that team is a winning team already and they feel Russ is the key that can help them get to the top, they were willing to probably take a risk getting that $47 million. But you're going to ask a team that's not going anywhere next year to put $47 million against their cap already? Who would do that? That's probably the worst GM in basketball. So let me get this straight. I'm going to take your $47 million. The only deal that would have made sense was John Wall. John Wall. But now, John Wall is a figure of their imagination. And the only thing why is because John Wall contract matches Russ. As far as them being overpaid for the very last parts of their seasons. And LeBron loves it because it's clutch, clutch, clutch. So to say he's probably a little disappointed is a bit of an understatement, if you ask me. That's if anybody ever asks me, but that's my thoughts on it. So anyway, LeBron's trying to get rid of Rob Pelinka. If they don't win it this year, expect some major changes next year in the Lakers front office as Rob Pelinka's role with the team will be evaluated. Believe me. This is going to come down to what LeBron want to do moving forward and what the Lakers want to do moving forward. Some major decisions are coming. But this is now imploding in the public eye now as LeBron is starting to get more and more of his nonsense out to the public. So everybody's starting to put it all together now. Brian's starting to target the general manager. So here we go. Either the Lakers going to make a deal real soon to make him happy and shut up, or we're going to be right here again. So on that note, I'm out. It's your boy Carcino. Said F. Amir Khan, Kell Brook all day. Don't forget to click one of these 4 videos and watch. Subscribe to the page. Ghost.